Fox News is claiming that they're a victim of a holiday hate crime. It means it's time for another report. We're on Christmas.
Over the years, we've taken on the role of protecting the federal holiday of Christmas.
They don't use the word Christmas because it's not politically correct.
There are some Americans who are offended by any reference to Jesus Christ.
Do you realize that Starbucks wanted to take Christ and Christmas off of their brand new cups? That's why they're just plain red.
They'll say Happy New Year, and they'll say other things.
In fact, do you realize that Starbucks isn't allowed to say Merry Christmas to customers?
There's a full-out war on faith in this country by the other side.
We're saying Merry Christmas again.
Over the last few days, Fox hosts have been responding to the news about a Fox News Christmas tree getting set on fire by a homeless man. Now, this is following the arson caused by Craig Tamanaha, who has a history of mental illness and addiction struggles, along with a record of minor arrests for petty crimes. The brain geniuses over at Fox and Friends decided that they would label this as a hate crime, not only against Fox News, but maybe Jesus himself. Take a look.
But the judge could have found a way to keep him locked up if he felt as though he was a threat to society. Note to judge, he's a threat to society.
Well, here's the thing. In New York, under the new liberal policies of bail reform, arson is only a felony. You can only be held if it's a felony if the suspect tries to harm a person or commits a hate crime. And apparently lighting a Christmas tree on fire is not a hate crime.
But it is.
Even though a lot of people could have been injured?
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Who says it's not a hate crime against us, against Fox News?
Here's the thing. What we do know for sure, and we don't know the guy's motivation.
But the judge could ask and be under suspicion and keep him locked up.
Well, he might have. But here's what we do know. According to the New York Post, which is co-owned with us, that Christmas tree was $500,000.
I know.
So this guy torches $500,000 worth of property, and he gets to walk.
Okay, there's no way that piece of plastic was worth $500,000. Come on. But I love this. We're a victim of a hate. Oh my God, a hate crime. That's not what a hate crime is. I mean, arson, of course, it's a crime. But is it a hate crime? No. But you know what? You ask them, and they're like, well, I hated it. Look, here's what a hate crime is, okay? A hate crime is defined as an offense motivated by a bias against a race, religion, disability, sexual orientation, ethnicity, gender, or gender identity. Is Fox News any of those things? Does Fox News have a gender identity? Really? Are they a religion? Well, I guess maybe to some people they are. No, they're a corporation. Oh, but you don't understand, Jeff. Corporations are people. Oh, okay, yes. No. Ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Look, the guy's homeless. He doesn't have a TV. I very much doubt that he cared about Fox News, okay? The guy was probably intoxicated and felt like setting something on fire. This is not a normal person, okay? This is a person who's got a lot of issues, all right? He's got a lot of issues. But we don't know the motive here. And so, yes, it is a crime. It is arson, but it's not a hate crime. It's not. Is he a dangerous individual? Maybe if you're a tree. I don't know. Obviously, the guy needs some mental health care. Normal people don't go around setting trees on fire, drunk or not. There's obviously something wrong with him. But again, we have laws. We have laws here. Okay? Again, calling this a hate crime, super ridiculous. Besides, I thought Fox News didn't believe in hate crimes. I thought, you asked them, they don't exist. For example, they got mad when the Charleston shooting, in which 9 people were murdered by racist Dylan Roof, who hated black people. They got mad when CNN called that a hate crime. They got mad. And now, they're saying that the Fox News tree, that's the hate crime. Oh, it's a hate crime. But it actually gets better or worse, depending on how you look at it. Tucker Carlson's going to weigh in, and it's as bad. It's going to be as bad as you think.
Torching Christmas trees is an attack on Christianity. Obviously, it's an assault on religious observance. By current standards, destroying someone's religious symbol would be called a hate crime. That's a category much beloved and meticulously chronicled by the Biden Justice Department. The DOJ can tell you precisely how many Qurans were burned last year in the United States, but they don't keep track of Christmas trees. Why is that?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, torching Christmas trees is an attack on Christianity. Obviously. No, not obviously. No. And then he goes, oh, well, why is that? Why is that? Because we don't see burning Christmas trees all the time. That's why. This is the first one I've ever seen. The first time I've ever seen somebody do an arson of a Christmas tree. Whereas, of course, you do see a lot of people burning Qurans. You do see a lot of hate against Muslim Americans or against Muslims coming into the country, against immigrants. In fact, Tucker Carlson himself always rails against immigrants, calls them dirty, disgusting, filthy people that are trying to come into the country to get a better life. Get out of here with that bullshit. Oh my God. Oh, but it's the Christmas tree. It's a religious symbol now. And there, one had burnt down, so that's obviously a hate crime. Why aren't we tracking this? Why aren't we tracking the rash of Christmas tree burnings? Really? Because it's not happening. It's one Christmas tree. And again, from a random drunk homeless person who needs help. Dear God, man, they are really milking this. We really, really are. Holy shit. Now there's some irony here, right? So he talks about burning religious symbols. Well, Christianity, that's the cross. Now, is there a group that that's going around there burning religious imagery? Like maybe, I don't know, crosses? Have you heard of such a group that would burn a cross? I mean, serious. I mean, I don't know. Oh, wait. Yes, we have. And they're on the same side as Tucker Carlson. They love Tucker Carlson because they're white nationalists, and that's who Tucker Carlson is. All right? Again, the Klan, the Ku Klux Klan, would go around and burn crosses in black people's yards to scare them. Yeah, all right. But again, they're in favor of the Klan. People like Tucker Carlson idolize the Klan, and they're white nationalists. You want to talk about irony? And by the way, look, I don't even consider a Christmas tree to be a religious symbol. It's a tree. And again, it was adopted from paganism. It's a pagan tradition adopted into Christianity. And again, I don't think you call something that you put out or that you pull out once a year, decorate it, and then throw it in the garbage, a religious symbol. That's just me. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of Christians that don't even care to put up a tree, and some do, some don't. That's fine. And some atheists will put up their own tree. Again, ridiculous, right? But here's the thing. His argument might have some merit, might carry a little bit of weight if it were another religious symbol that had burnt down. For example, a church. That's a pretty big religion, right? A church or mosque, in this case. Or, maybe a cross, as I just mentioned. Or, a picture of Jesus or a statue of Jesus or something. Hell, even a nativity scene. That would be a hate crime. Nativity scene. If you set a nativity scene on fire, it's probably you're mad at baby Jesus. All right? Now, here's the thing, though. Two of those things have already been done. By who? White Christians. White Christian racists did that to black people. There is an ugly history of racism in this country that involved burning down black churches, black Christian churches, and putting flaming crosses in their yards. So, I mean, is there any sort of irony? I swear to God, this is why history actually should matter. Why we should actually teach the history of this. This is why critical race theory matters. But, you know, Tucker Carlson, because Tucker Carlson is flatly wrong. Wrong again. It's not a hate crime. There's no proof that this tree arson, which is a crime, but it's no evidence that there is a specific prejudice by this man. There just isn't. The facts just are not there. Now, if they do come out and he says, oh, yeah, I do hate Fox News, I think they're super conservative, whatever, then, okay, you could say, well, there's a motive. I still don't know if it would be a hate crime, but still, okay, there would be a specific motive there. But it's just ridiculous. But here's the thing, the bottom line on this. Facts aren't going to stop Fox News from fear-mongering to the perpetually scared audience of 70-plus-year-olds who yearn to scream about a crumb of oppression. Please, can I have just a little bit of fake oppression? I don't want real oppression. I just want the fake oppression so that I can cry about it. The fact is that this group of people are actually the most economically advantaged and overrepresented group in our government. If you look at our government, what does it mean? It consisted mostly of old white people. Old white people in government. All right? Media. Who runs most of the media? Old white people. That's it. They're so overrepresented, so saturated. You look on YouTube, everybody looks like me, but with hair. You know? Where are the black creators? Not a lot of them. There's a few of them, but not a lot. I mean, again, super, super overrepresented, and yet still continue to claim to be victims. Of course. And that Fox News continues to allow that, narrative of victimhood. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.